I want to share something with you that you probably already know about, and it's called the Gazinta Box. It's credited to Lubor. Lubor was a man that, well, you could say he thought outside the box, and he definitely proved it with this particular item. And they've done a great job customizing it, and it's just got so many implications and ways you can use it. In this situation, I actually had a friend of mine. He has an orchard, and he grows citrus fruits. And I had him send me, all the way in Brazil, because, in Brazil and the United States are the two primary places where we get oranges, here in this part of the country and further south. And they're just so good. He has this great farm, and it has all the citrus fruits. And I asked him, would you do me a favor and send me one? But I had to pay the postage. It was $89 for the postage for just one orange, which makes sense because it's bulky. And the good thing about it is he sent it, to me, and it was cute. He put even our Stevens Magic Emporium stickers on there. That was cool. At any rate, it arrived today, and it looks like it was inspected by customs, which makes me kind of a little nervous, because I hope it's still there. And I'm anxious to show it to you. So let's go and let me show you the beautiful, gorgeous Brazilian orange. So I'll set that there. He always says he sends them in black boxes because it keeps it fresh. It's very important, he says, to keep it fresh. So inside that black box is, I hope to be, what I paid almost $90 for. And voila, there it is. And that is a Brazilian orange, just absolutely beautiful. You can see how big it is. I'm personally going to put it in the refrigerator for a little while. I like the taste of it when it's cooled. Some people don't do that, and they're nuts, in my opinion. But nonetheless, I really, really enjoy that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set it down, and I think I'll put this back because I'm not ready to eat it yet. And I'll close it. But, come to think of it, I should probably keep it in the box. Now, here's the catcher. I'm going to put it in the box. Wait, is this the box that he shipped it in? I get confused. So anyways, I'm going to try to put it, yeah, it'll work. It's a box, right? So we'll put the box inside the box, keep the sun off it, keep it fresh, and head it out. But then I got this problem with this extra box, and I'll forget the box. And you know what I'm going to do? I think what I'll do is I'll just put the box inside this box, the box that it was inside. Yeah, that's what I'll do, but that doesn't make sense. How is it possible for a box to go into a box, hence the word, the Gazinta factor? But here we go. We're going to put it in, or not. And, oh, yeah, there we go. Wow. So that's a kind of a crazy thing when you think about it. How does the box goes into the box? Don't make no difference to me as long as my orange is protected. And I want to bring you to another, hit the mic, another item that's really cool. This is something by a gentleman named Bob Dribeck, but it's pronounced Bob Dribeck famously, and he came up with a kicker to the Gazinta Box with Lubor Fiedler's permission, and it is called the Dribeck Die. And you've seen these, and I'm just going to go over a quick show of that. So you can see the difference between the two. These are not mass manufactured. We wish you had more money to do it, but they're great. It's a great kicker. Mr. Bunny, could you excuse me for a second? I'd like to show them the... Okay, thank you. I'll just set that down. They come in two sizes, small and large. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you, the large. Now, when I was a boy, when I was a child, I played games, lots of games, and I loved them. So I always like ambiance. So I'd keep this in my room, my toy room, and it was expensive. It was almost the same amount as this was for shipping, about $90. So I called the guy I bought it from. I said, it really would be nice if you had a carrying case to keep the die in. And the guy says to me, he says, you got the carrying case. You spent almost $90. Wouldn't you expect to get a carrying case? And I said, yeah, that's my point. So I'm calling you. He goes, oh, well, it's there. All you have to do is open up the die. And I thought, the die? How's the die open? But you know what? He was right. I opened up the die. And upon doing so, he said, you will find a black and a white box. And inside that white and black box, believe it or not, that box is the carrying case for the die. The guy's nuts, I'm thinking, but he told me to remove it. What he told me next was close the die. And I thought, hey, this is a die, or is this the die, or is that the die box? I'm getting confused here in a magic shop. So I closed the die, not the die box. I guess I could close that too if I wanted to. So now we got both closed. And then he told me, take the small box that was inside and put it inside the die, the red die. And I'm telling him, my friend, it ain't going to work. It's physically impossible. it would absolutely not work unless he had some type of alien technology. He said, just do me a favor and try it. Well, I shook the box and I pulled it out. And then he said next, now I want you to take that box and put it inside the die. And I'm telling him, this is not possible. I'm coming down. I'm going to get my money back. And just as I said that, he said, you just try. You just got to try. So I tried again. And the funny thing was, I knew it wasn't going to happen because it's too big. And then all of a sudden, guess what? It happened. He said, close the black and white die. And son of a gun, if he wasn't right, the black and white box was the carrying case for the die. Amazing. I thought to myself, incredible. But it would have been nice if you had instructions, because it's a bit confusing how this box goes into a box. And he said, you know what, sir? You do have instructions. You spent almost $90. Don't you think I would give you instructions? And I said, well, I would hope so. But where are they? He said, they're in the box. Here we go again with this guy, always inside the box. He goes, all you got to do is open the black and the white box, and the instructions will be there clear as day. So I opened up the black and white box again, and you know, the funny thing was, he was right. They were there. The only problem, they're all in Chinese Mandarin characters, and I don't know how to read them. But it's a heck of a trick, and I hope you'll agree. And if you like that, I want to share with you one other thing. Well, first of all, this is Bob Dribeck's adaptation of the Gazinta Box. This has been a Ken Brook exclusive with Stevens Magic for, since 1980, maybe. And it's just a phenomenal effect. Again, available in two sizes. Great routine ideas, implications. Terry Elton was a Kansas City, Missouri magician, both in Missouri. He came up with a phenomenal effect called Old Psy. And we would sell these through him for a long time. I purchased the rights from the family for this routine. And if you already have the Dribeck die, I would recommend getting this. If you don't, we have it available. And it's much more than a manual. It is a link to a video, 2 videos that teach you how to do this routine, which is hilarious. You can watch the routine, then it teaches you how to do it. And I also include, for those of you that just need a refresher, the way I do the Dribeck die. So at any rate, 3 great items, all based on the Gazinta box, the box that goes into the box with the Dribeck die kicker. And that's only available at Stevens Magic. And we also sell this. We hope to hear from you, and we always thank you for your support.